Hello everybody, this is Thor is MTG and we are back with another Kaya deck. So we are looking to try and get Kaya out as quickly as possible so that we can maximize the effect of that -7 to be able to get those legendary spells out onto the battlefield as often as possible. So we've got all of the legendary creatures, planeswalkers out here. We got the Chariot, we have Lolth, Wrenn, we have Sorin, we've got Vorinclex, we've got the Meathook Massacre. We've got everything ready to go with those to try and get them out. So in order to get Kaya out onto the field as quickly as possible, we have a lot of cards that enable us to either get land out onto the battlefield or create treasure. We've got dig ups to be able to get there, and it doubles as if we use the cleave ability to be able to get any card we want out there. We could get any of our legendary creatures out there. We could get them really quickly if we've already gone past the point of where the dig up, we don't need the land. We've got the Gala Greeters that can be out there really quick to create tapped treasure tokens to get them out there. New card that I've got is a Prizefight, so if we do have creatures and we've got big creatures out on the field, we can use those to fight something that we don't want to face up against, and it creates a treasure token. Prosperous Innkeeper, Tangled Forahegion, Deadly Dispute, Shambling Ghast, really good combos out there. And then we've got a Jewel Thief out here, which is a newer card that I don't see very often. It has Vigilance and Trample, and it creates a treasure token when it enters the battlefield, and it's a 3/3 for 3 mana. It's just a really good card that is able to be out there, and especially with us playing cards that give us treasures early, we can get Jewel Thief out much quicker than an opponent would really want to have it out there. So whole point of the deck, get Kaya out there as quickly as possible, get that -7 going, get our legendary creatures out for free whenever we want. That's the deck. Let's see how it goes. Make sure to watch through the end of this video, as there's not going to be a post-game wrap-up. Just make sure to be able to watch all the games to see how well this deck goes. Alright, here we go. Let's try it out. Let's get it. Alright, so we'll make this a keep. We'll play Dig Up first. Get that land. Get a swamp. Monarch Aspirants. So looks like mono white. Gala Greeters. Jewel Thief comes down next. Elite Spellbinder. So there goes a couple of my planeswalkers. Get rid of the sword. Alright. No blocks. We have a Hugger Mauling. So we'll put that on white. Jewel Thief comes down. Create the treasure. Not blocking. See if they... Nope. Didn't think so. Okay. So we do have a Hydra Mauling. Thar. Okay. Just the Elite Spellbinder. Alright. Okay, so we've got Lolth. Should probably put down. We do have Kaya. So we have a Lolth or a Kaya. I think we'll go Lolth. Missing land drop. So that's gonna come down. You attack. Okay. Their turn. Intrepid Adversary. Lovely. Man, like, they're drawing everything perfectly. Like, it's just mono white doing mono white things. Like, they just have drawn unbelievably perfectly. It's unbelievable how perfectly they have played this. Okay. Lolth dies. Usher can't boast. So you go there. You go there. Okay.
Cry like a meek little thing. We will. I will come.
Okay, so Jewel Thief. Create the treasure. We'll have Deadly Dispute next turn. Let's see what special draw they can come up with this time. Alright. That's incredible. They're so good. They are so good at Magic. I can't believe how good they are at Magic. It's incredible how good they are at Magic. Pay. Sacrifice him. Ugh. Can we pull that off? So we've got 6, so that's 4. I think that we could be saved. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Still in it. Bye. Get our Gala Greeters. We gain all the life. Still have crawling barons. When it enters the battlefield. Okay. So we'll go Kaya. Tangle Forahedron. Kaya comes down. We'll plus you.
Time to focus. I've got a job to do. Wow.
And Forahedron's probably not going to do me any good. And we win! We come back and win. Come back and win. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Here we go. Next one. Alright. So, I think that we can keep this one. I think that we're fine to keep this one. So we'll go you down. Tangled Forahedron. Go Gala Greeters. They're playing Riveteer. Jund. Another tablet. Okay. Double black. We play you down as a creature. You +1. Probably should have done the treasure, but that's okay. Could get Lolth down right away. Fable. Okay. So we go Lolth.
Are you enraptured by my beauty? A gift in exchange.
Go you, and then go you. We'll attack in. See what they decide to do. Unless they're just done already. Maybe a disconnect. Because, I mean, we're off to a great start. Off to a fantastic start. This is what this deck is meant to do, it's another ramp deck. It's an Abzan ramp deck, which is incredible. It looks like the opponent has either disconnected or has run away. Opponent chooses to do nothing. We hit them for 3. We'll probably get a rope here. It's looking like a rope. Probably gonna be skipping ahead. Alright. And that is game. We win. We win easy. We ramped up very nicely right into a Lolth. It's a sketchy keep. We kept it. Paid off. That's a win. Moving on to the next one. Alright, so we have lost the audio on this one, so we are going to do some post audio. Okay, so looking like we're going to keep this one. We've got 2 Kayas. We've got the ramp into it with Prosperous Innkeeper and the Jewel Thief. We've got everything set up for getting those Kayas down and moving on straight into that -7 ability. Picking up another land, which is always nice. So we're going to go green on this one. Oop. Yeah, we're going to go green no matter what. Want to make sure we save that white, as we don't have any other lands that have white. So want to make sure we do that. Let's see what the opponent does. Assume they're playing Naya or Cabaretti because of the Cabaretti Courtyard that they just grabbed. So we're going to go Prosperous Innkeeper. We'll get that treasure. Jewel Thief will come down next turn. And then Kaya's will start taking over. So we've got 2 red for the opponent. Another tap land. And another pass from the opponent. So that's interesting. So we've got our white that we have. Attack in first, just to make sure. We'll get that Jewel Thief down. And Kaya is on and ready to go on this next turn. Alright, opponent's got 4 lands. Hopefully they're able to play something. Ooh. So it's got haste. Whenever a creature you control with haste attacks, you can get that going. Okay, so they go. We're going to let it go through. We got another Jewel Thief. So, thinking Kaya on this one. Yep. Get the Kaya down. Get that +1.
I won't stand by as innocent people. Ghosting feels weird, I know.
Could have attacked in with the Jewel Thief because of Vigilance, but holding it back, a little bit of a misplay there. Sticky Fingers, that's interesting. So that's going to give that Menace, so that's unfortunate. They're going to get Kaya there, so that's going to slow us down just a touch. Oh, and an Esika's Chariot. Opponent's starting to go off. They had a slow start to begin with, but moving in, getting it going. We get our own Esika's Chariot. That's going to be an interesting one. Okay. So both of our creatures can be able to come back in the future with those ghost form counters. So we're going to go ahead and sweep the board, get rid of that Sticky Fingers, because that's going to be really annoying to deal with. So we could just get that Meathook out. It also slows down their Esika's Chariot. Okay. All of the triggers. Get all those back. We get our 2 spirit tokens. Gain the life. Alright, and going to the opponent. Okay, so we're set up pretty good. It's okay, Gala Greeters. Opponent has enough land to build up again. Oh, stimulus package. That is an interesting one. All those treasures. Opponent really had that slow start, but they're really starting to crank it in here. That Gala Greeters and that stimulus package is a really good combo right there. Especially with Gala Greeters giving you treasure to be able to just keep going with the stimulus package. Gala Greeters full on all of their trigger abilities. Esika's Chariot coming in. So we'll obviously block. Okay, so and a dig up. That's going to be interesting because we don't need the land anymore, so we can use the dig up for its special ability. But yeah, we're going to definitely want to get rid of that stimulus package. That's just going to be really strong with the Gala Greeters out because it can just keep getting treasures, and we just don't want to deal with that. So Innkeeper, we'll get the treasure token, be able to play Esika's Chariot. We've got extra blockers ready to go. And we'll go to the opponent. Okay, so see what the opponent does. Oh, okay, so they've got the 6, so now they've got all mana available for whatever they want to do. We'll see what they choose to do with their 6 mana. Prosperous Innkeeper, so that's small. Get the treasure token. So Gala Greeters is probably going to +1 up. Yeah, +1 up because the stimulus package is gone. So the Chariot's going to be an interesting spot for them with their 4 citizens. They can just create another citizen, or they could create another treasure, as we've seen that they are looking to do. Kind of a little bit of a ramp, interesting ramp strategy. Oh, Brightclimb Stronghold. That's wow. I have not seen that played very often, but that worked out really well for them. You get the life link and vigilance, and those +1/+1 counters. That worked really well. Then they get the treasure. That worked really well. Okay, so want to get rid of the Chariot for sure, because it can become really powerful for them, especially if they're starting to copy their treasures.
Well, this gentleman must.
Alright, so we've got another Kaya ready to go if we needed to. We've got Jewel Thieves, we've got Dig Up. We've got options on this turn. Okay, so Jewel Thief, get the treasure out, gain the life. Another Jewel Thief. It's just a 3/3 body that makes it really difficult for the opponent to handle. So, want to make sure we do that. We can get the Dig Up out next turn and the Kaya next turn. Oh, this is an interesting citizens deck. I did not expect that to come down. It does make things a little interesting with those citizens. Gala Greeters is going to continue to get bigger, which is going to be a little worrisome, but... And another Sticky Fingers. That's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. See, opponent should swing in with the Gala Greeters. Oh, they swing in with a lot. That's unexpected. We still have 26 life, so I'm not particularly worried about it. Want to make sure that we stop that life gain, just in case. We gain a good amount of that back. Sticky Fingers creating another treasure token. Shambling Ghast. Not necessarily a card that we're looking for. So we could do the Kaya, we could do the Dig Up. But kind of prepare ourselves for the future. Because we get the Vorinclex down, we can get Kaya on an ultimate immediately. It'll be a two turns, which we have the ability to do because we do have 20 life, so it's not necessarily anything crazy. Opponent lets the 3 go through. They draw land. Okay. Which helps because the Gala Greeters can't get bigger. We do have the ability to double block the Gala Greeters, but we have so much life, I'm not sure if we are going to. That Dance of the Manse was really... not the Dance of the Manse. That's pretty strong. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that because that was a pretty strong ability with the Gala Greeters with the Sticky Fingers on it. We can get rid of one of those citizens. Opponent's deck's looking opponent's board looking a little thin because we'll get the Vorinclex down. We could fight. We could fight with the Vorinclex, but I think we'll pass on that one. Yeah, attack in with those. No reason why we shouldn't. They have the vigilance. Opponent lets it through. Alright, so the opponent has some options here with the Gala Greeters. They draw another land, which is good for us. So they've got the option, they could attack, and we could block with the Jewel Thieves. Or we could just go down to 9. We should have lethal next turn. Yeah, we should have lethal. As long as they don't have the ability to gain life here. Yeah. We didn't even need to do the Kaya, but we have lethal. Because the citizens, yep, there it is. Opponent sees the lethal. We had 12 damage coming in, all with trample. Citizen only had to be able to block. There we go. This deck did it. We were able to get the Kaya out quick. Love it. There we go.